Okay, so let's say this is Windmill house in Totnes, August program, 2017, British Summer Thick. The group leader is Uriol Moya Canovas, and I'm talking with centro director Magie Barker.
Correct.
How do you think that our organization fit in your school?
Hi, I very much appreciate that British Summer send us very engaged leaders, and I found both Oriol and Yvette very easy to work with and very positive and very engaged in what their students were doing. I think that is enormously helpful to us as a school. Although we arrange our activities and our lessons so that we can welcome individuals as well as groups, in other words, so that we don't need the help of a foreign leader in order to look after the students. It is nonetheless lovely to have very engaged and very committed leaders to come with the groups. It gives us an added level of protection, I think, for the students, and also it gives them a person to talk to in Spanish or Catalan about how they are feeling, about how things are going. I think it's an extra protection.
How do you feel that our students, how they feel in this school, in the groups, in the classes, with the new program, new program division, juniors and young adults?
I think that the change has been a good one. I think last year we had all students from 7 to 17 over at Windmill. This year, for groups, we've split them so that the 7 to 15 are at Windmill and the 16 upwards are here at the Gatehouse. And we've had a 16 and 17-year-old young adult program at the Gatehouse and a 12 to 15 junior program at Windmill. And although this has made life a little more hard for our foreign group leaders who have to walk between the two schools every day to look after both sets of students.
No problem.
I think it has been good for the students as a whole, because I have watched the 16 and 17-year-olds particularly be much more engaged in the social and activity program than they have been in previous years. I think it's also, I've watched the British Summer students, the younger ones over at Windmill. I think they can enjoy the activities more because they're not being looked at by 16 and 17-year-olds who have a habit of being a little bit blasé and a little bit too cool for school. So I think it's been really good from that perspective to split the two. As far as the classes go, we have continued with our dynamic English program over at Windmill House, as we have in previous years, with the emphasis being on speaking, practicing speaking, listening and grammar. And we have tried to mix the classes nationality-wise at the same time as respecting the different abilities and the different ages of students, which also has an impact on how they work together. We have tried to react as quickly as possible when we've been asked about levels from the foreign group leaders, so I hope that you feel, Oriol, that we've managed to move a student when you've asked.
Yes.
The level is such a relative thing, and it's dependent on so many different things, as much on how the student feels in the class as what their test shows. So we do try and be a bit flexible and move students as they think, as they feel more comfortable.
Do you think that as an organization, and to finish so brief, but do you think that British Summer as an organization or our structure could improve in any sense?
I think it's a very good structure. I think that your emergency number situation is very clear. I think that you have a clear guidelines about how you work and how you work with the schools, and the schools feel very supported. From our perspective, the only thing that made it a little more complex this summer was when we had small groups arriving and departing. We ourselves usually send a leader up with underage groups, but on this instance I discovered that actually British Summer would like their leader to go up, and that's fine now that we know it, but maybe if we had known it in the beginning of the summer it would have made things a little bit more straightforward in our planning process. But it's a very small thing, and I hope that British Summer feel that we have taken care of their students and given them a good time.
All right. Yeah, for sure. I can prove that. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you very much.